Welcome to this custom deep dive, right into the Pramod Effect by Dr. Pramod Ambadasrao Pawar. Our mission for you today is to synthesize his academic frameworks and this concept of trans-sci fiction to really uncover a unified theory.
Yeah, a theory that actually connects quantum physics, education, and spirituality all together.
Exactly. And the whole thing rests on this core mathematical axiom from the text. 1 minus 1 equals 0, which equals 1.
Which, sounds completely impossible when you first hear it.
Okay, let's unpack this. It's a lot like melting an ice cube. The solid ice is gone, right? So 1 minus 1 equals 0. But the water remains as this completely unified whole, meaning 0 equals 1.
What's fascinating here is how he applies this math through something he calls trans-deconstruction.
Which is pretty different from normal academic deconstruction, right?
Oh, totally. Traditional deconstruction just endlessly fragments meaning. It's always tearing things down. But this theory neutralizes those binaries to find a unified, modified truth.
A modified truth.
Yeah, it rebuilds meaning instead of just dismantling it.
So how does this math apply to, actual human existence? We logically move from abstract equations to the indivisible union of Chaitanya, which is consciousness, and Shakti, which is energy.
Right, you really can't have one without the other.
Which brings up that completely wild skeleton of separation parable from the sources.
Oh, that is such a striking story.
It really is. So this Himalayan rishi tried to actually separate his consciousness from his physical energy, and his body literally vanishes, leaving him as just a skeleton.
Right, possessing the awareness of a god, but the impotence of a stone.
Exactly. He can perceive the entire universe, but he can't interact with a single atom of it.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it perfectly explains his concept of monocontergy.
Monocontergy.
Yeah, the idea that opposites like life and death or light and dark, they aren't truly separate. It's like a swinging pendulum.
Oh, okay.
The visible swing from side to side represents structure and duality, the differences we see. But the center of that pendulum is pure stillness, the unifying mono energy.
Wow. So because everything is fundamentally unified like that, how do we actually teach it?
Well, that leads us right into the GASR 6.0 education framework.
Right, where the text says a teacher is basically a compass providing only 10% guidance, leaving the students to do 90% of the work, hacking through the jungle themselves. But here's where it gets really interesting. I have to push back on this.
Oh.
Yeah. Isn't a 90% burden completely overwhelming for a student? Just dropping them in a jungle with a compass sounds terrifying.
Well, it sounds like a lot if you're used to traditional schooling. But this is a talent-centric model. It replaces rote memorization with self-driven discovery.
So they literally learn by doing it themselves.
Exactly. And doing that heavy lifting teaches them the law of anti-alienation. It's the realization that separation and conflict are merely perceptual errors. When you navigate the jungle, you realize you and the jungle are the exact same system.
So what does this all mean? For you, listening to us right now, it means approaching daily conflicts not as immovable roadblocks, but as temporary fluctuations of shared energy.
Your opponent is just the other side of your pendulum swing. And this raises an important question to leave you with today.
I love this part.
If the Pramod effect proves that absence is just an oscillation around a central stillness, how might applying the formula 1 minus 1 equals 0 equals 1 to your own deepest personal losses entirely change your relationship with grief?
Man, that is something to really sit with. We will catch you on the next